Radio Show podcast. Got my man Gillie Da Kid in the booth, and some of the crew down in the booth making it happen. So we did a really great interview on 610 Sports, ESPN Radio Philadelphia. Wanted to let Gillie kind of tell some of his war stories, some of the things that aren't that PG rated, really getting into some real life type talk. So Gillie, when I looked at kind of was like I said, I've listened to your music and followed your career,
Absolutely.
But really I'm a fan of what you're doing on IG right now,
right?
Because a lot of people got their little IG thing and they're posting stuff and they have their fan base. You do it completely different because a lot of people, you've become kind of like a counselor. So we talked about how you hoop. We talked about, how you're nice in the booth. We talked about other things that you do. I mean, you're getting into acting, really just building your brand and your empire. But you're like a counselor too. So I want the people on the podcast to hear. Tell us about $1 million worth of game. Like, where did that come from? And what are some of the type of gems that you're dropping on people that have questions?
Well, honestly, $1 million worth of game, it came from, a guy named Fendi from New York, used to be Nicki Minaj's manager. I've known him for a long time. He was riding around in his car. He was listening to my mixtape, and he called me. He said, "Bro, this music is incredible." He said, "The only thing you missing is you not being Gillie." So I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Man, you the greatest shit talker that ever walked the planet Earth, right?" He said, "But you ain't talking no shit, man. I need you to talk some shit for me." So I said, "All right." He said, "Come on, man, talk a little shit, man. Just give me something just today." So I said, "All right." So when I hung up, I said, "I'm gonna talk some shit for him." But I said, I just can't make it to where as though I'm just randomly just talking shit. Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give up some game. So I just started giving up game. You know what I mean? And then one day I said, you know what? I'm gonna start giving up some random game to people who ask me questions. Mm-hmm. And then people started sending me questions, constantly. And then I just started answering them. Like I can go in my email right now. I got thousands on top of thousands in my DM. Like I can read you some of them live.
Why don't you spit one out? Spit one out.
So that's how that's how it started. You know what I mean? And then now it's just to the point where as though I get thousands on top of thousands of.
Now, why are you looking it up?
Of requests, you know what I mean?
What are the requests? What are the requests that you get? So I've seen you on there talking to a lot of dudes about like how to handle a matter of the heart or a financial situation or something like that. But what are the type of questions that you get in your DM?
I could read some for you. This was today at 8:42 a.m. All right. OG, I need some help. This nigga works next door to my girl's job. Now, this nigga seen us out before. I don't know the nigga. So my girl tell me her aunt told her that the nigga said he got a crush on my girl. He told one of her coworkers the same thing. I want to go bust this nigga head in. Should I just tell the nigga chill or should I let it slide? He never went up to my girl and tried to rap to her. What should I do? Thanks in advance, OG.
So what would you tell
him? I just got finished listening to your Tax Tone interview. You killed the joint. But I was thinking the whole time saying Gillie need his own podcast ASAP. Well, he wasn't answering for a question. Okay, so what would I say to this guy? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me see. What did he say exactly again? Okay, OG. Some guy, okay. So at the end of the day, I would tell him, right? I would say, so you got an attitude because a guy has a crush on your woman or is looking at your woman, but when you got a woman that look good, that's what's supposed to happen. So what you mad about? You mad because a guy looked at your woman and said, she's attractive, I like her, she's beautiful, but never said nothing to your woman. You AGOH, acting goofy out here.
Church.
For no reason. You hear me?
Right.
You have absolutely no reason. That man don't know you.
Right.
He could have seen you out with this woman and thought, yeah, they kind of look alike. That's her brother. I got to shoot my shot. If you don't shoot your shot, you can't make a basket.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So he had to shoot his shot. You feel me? At the end of the day, I got a crush on Jennifer Lopez. Well, her boyfriend gonna be mad at me. Drake gonna be mad at me. I don't care.
Right. Clearly.
What you gonna do? Nothing. Right. You feel me?
No,
So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? People got a crush on my woman. Like the OGs would say, my old lady. I could care less, man. Because at the end of the day, if she's truly yours, and you ain't worrying about nobody taking her.
So you just gotta be secure in what you do.
Just gotta be secure with what you do. But he's not secure. They told the aunt that he got a crush on her. What should I go up to him for what? Because your woman look good? No. If you mad that you got this problem, then go get something off Monkey Mountain. And you won't have this problem. You hear me? You go get you a gorilla.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
You hear me? You go get you a monkey, you won't have this problem. Nobody won't have no crushes.
Right.
Nobody won't be coming at your little monkey on the side. And you can have your little monkey and live in peace. But if you want to have a bad mamma jam out here, you're going to have them problems.
So on the Lance J Radio Show podcast, I'm here talking to Gillie Da Kid. He's been dropping knowledge on us for the last 35 minutes. I'm going to give you one more question. Every time I get somebody in the booth, I always want to give them the option if they have a crossover hip-hop sports story, which I'm sure you got plenty of. So I'm taking emails too. So somebody hit me up. There's like, can you ask Gillie if he's ever run across AI? And does he have any war stories about AI? Because a lot of people that listen to my show are obsessed with AI. He's a legend all over the country. People are always asking, like, do you know anybody that knows AI? Like, his name rings out throughout the country. So I wanted to, do you have a war story on AI that you feel comfortable sharing?
I mean, I got a lot of war stories with Al. All right, let me see. Okay. This story was more with Al had first came to the city, you know. Mm-hmm. We had met and we got cool, but you know, I wasn't familiar with all of his friends yet. Mm-hmm. So it was a guy named Mike who owned Total Sports down on South Street, and you know, he does this daily cookout that he has at his house every year. And, you know, all of the players show up, the major players in the city, you know, the athletes, the rappers. So we're at his house and we're gambling. And at the time, I was into a little more than rapping. Let's just say that.
Okay.
All right? And we get to gambling. And AI, I'm gambling with Al's homies, and he's in a different room. And, you know, we betting money. You betting some nice money. And I just happened to put down some 5s and 10s. You know, I just happen to have, you know, a couple $1,000 that just so happened to be 5s and 10s. Mm-hmm. You know, for whatever reason, I had that type of money for, right?
Small bills.
So we betting, we gambling, we shooting dice. I throw the money down, and one of our AI homies said, "Damn, somebody put 5s in the game." So I said, "Oh, my fault. Last time I checked, I thought 5s was money, but I got a pocket full of hundreds right here. I didn't know we was just playing all hundreds. You know what I mean?" So then Al walked in while me and his homie was going through. It was hey. He looked at his homie like, "Man, what you doing, man? That's Gillie." And his homie's like, "Oh, I didn't know you was Gillie." He had heard the name, but you know what I'm saying? He like, no disrespect. And, you know, we laughed it off, and it was funny. But, you know, he tried to be a little spicy with it. Damn, somebody put 5s in the game. I was like, damn, he came right at my neck, huh? Okay. So, you know, Al came in and broke it up, and we laughed about it. But, you know, I mean, I got some other stories, but I can't really tell them.
Nah, I feel you. We're not trying, like
I'm
I said,
trying to keep it.
We're not Breakfast Club. We're not trying
I'm not trying to have Al on my phone like, man, you just told
this isn't a gossip show. You know, we just chopping it up. I'm going to ask you one more question. I know we all got to get out here and kind of catch these games coming up. One of the things about you that just the more personal level, just me kind of following some of the stuff you do, you don't ever let nobody disrespect you. I've seen, I don't want to get into various
you can get into it.
Because that's not what this show is
you
about.
You can get into
but
it.
Rather it was Cassidy, rather it was Weezy, rather whomever, if you ever have felt disrespected, you have not shied away from taking it straight to the people and putting it out there.
I mean, I just feel as though that's what men do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna if me and you, I'm an upfront person. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that me and you could have any type of issue, and I see you and not approach that. You know what I mean? Not even if it's on drama. It's just like, yo, we got an issue, bro. Like, how we get an issue? Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because one thing about me, I'm not into starting anything. With any of those issues, I've never started it. I've ever. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if, like, right now, I meet you, right? We good.
Right.
If I don't see you for 20 years, when I see you in 20 years, we still good. Yeah. It's still the same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for some guys, I don't understand how, but a lot of times it be the drugs.
Right.
You know, it be the drugs. The guys be drugged. They hide and they say certain stuff. They wake up sober in the morning and please forgive me
really
for what I
right
said.
mind. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm just not one that goes for the disrespect because I respect everybody. I'm a hell of a respectful person. You know what I mean? When I go into places, I make it my job to speak to people first. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Just because, you know, people sometimes got a certain way that they expect or think that I'm going to act.
Right.
And then they meet me and they like, oh, Gillie's, no, he ain't. That nigga's cold. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it's like I go out of my way to make sure that I'm respectful and that. So when you disrespect me, I'm willing to die for something that I believe in. That's just how I was raised. I grew up, my family was always Muslim. They always told me, since I can remember, you don't fear anything but God. So I've never feared a man that's walking planet Earth ever. Mm-hmm. So if you disrespect me and I feel disrespected, then I'm going to say what I got to say. Mm. And then we see each other and we got to handle it like men. We handle it like men. Because I can take an ass whooping. I'm from the old school where guys used to come knock on your door.
Right.
Come on outside, we got to fight.
Right,
what?
right.
We got to, what? Mm-hmm. You go outside and you fight. The new school is, come on outside and bring your gun. Right. We having a shootout. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really from that era. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't disrespect, but I don't allow people to disrespect me either. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yo, man, I'm sorry, Jonesy, I was about to wrap up, just making sure, yo, man, I appreciate you coming in. This is we're going to have a lot of fun doing
Absolutely.
this. Like I said, nobody really playing in this space. For those listening, check us out at Lance J Radio on Instagram. Gillie, I hope that you kind of talk to. I bet. So we kind of got some breaking news. I was told that I had to drop one name before we wrap up, and just to get your response. So I'm just gonna go for the immediate response. Just one name. I'm gonna drop that one name. Soldier Boy, go.
Fake it in a $3 bill. You hear me? That boy fake, man. You know what I mean? But that's what music has come to, man.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like music has lost all of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Origin.
No, authenticity.
Authenticity, yeah.
It's lost every last bit of that. Mm. You know what I mean? Now it's like clown music. You know what I mean? It's like who got the biggest floppy shoes and the biggest red nose. You know what I'm saying? So
man, you went literal with it.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you acting like you gonna fight Chris Brown, but it was a check to fight me. $1 million, $250,000 to the loser, $750 to the winner.
Mm-hmm.
I was even willing to say, I split it with him if he go past the first round, because I know I'm gonna win. But if he makes it out of the first round, he can get $500,000. I didn't have that boy making it past the first 15 seconds.
So you had him like Glass Joe on Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Man, that boy's. It ain't an ounce of. It's. I know what I can do, and I know what he can't do. And then I don't even respect you as a man. Mm. You feel me? Because you don't carry yourself like a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You talk all this mess and then you come on and say, man, my mom in the hospital, man. I've been acting out. I'm tripping. And then the very next day, what, nigga? Fuck Chris Brown. Oh, come on, man. Enough is enough, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, some of this shit you can't really even take serious. You know what I mean? And still to this day, when I see him, I'm going to slap the shit out of him. Still to this day. Because it's just certain things that you don't tell grown men without really believing that. You don't tell no grown man that you gonna kill him. I don't listen. And one thing about me, I don't care who it's coming from. I don't take that kind of shit lightly. You feel what I'm saying? Especially not the drugs that you niggas is on. You niggas is on perk 190s. I'm not putting it past that you would actually try to kill me because you ain't in your right mind. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm still gonna slap blood in his mouth on sight. He gonna get the tomato mouth as soon as I see him, without a doubt. But that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna cut it on that. There's nothing I can add to that that's gonna make it any better.